Um, I'm gonna wait for a few minutes to let everyone roll in. Yeah. This is my coffee. I drink it black. That's an unpopular opinion, but I actually put a scoop of collagen in it. It helps for joint health. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a bar for Pointe. You're welcome to do it on flat, or not at all. But it's just to keep your ankles from getting sticky or unhappy or yeah. All right, so we're gonna start with just a warm-up, rolling through the feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plie, roll all the way up. Test your balance. Plie down. Right foot turn out, left foot turn out. Tendu right foot front. Bend over. Tendu close. Side. Over. Close. Back. Over. Close. Side. Plie second. Close. Parallel. Starting to the left. 8 times, roll up, plie it down, left, right, over, 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 plie, close. So next we're gonna do, starting in first, rise up, lower down, rise up, lower down, rise up, lower down. Tendu second, 3 rises in second. Tendu fifth, pulling the front leg in 3 times. Tendu back, front leg 3 times. Tendu first, plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve. Tendu second, plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve. Coup de pied back, plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve. Tendu, coup de pied back, plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve. Tendu first, rise up, bounce. All right. Next, we're gonna do échappé. 1, 2, 3, plie second, right foot back, close. 1, 2, 3, plie second, left foot back, close. 1, 2, 3, plie second, releve, close. 1, 2, 3, plie second, releve, close. Rise up, passe front, close back, left foot passe, close back. Just simple. All right, now we're gonna do en releve in 5th, dégagé front, close, front, close, front, plie 5th, passe, close back, side, close, side, close, side, front, passe, close back, back, close, back, close, back, plie, passe, front, side, close, side, close, side, plie, passe, dégagé. Then to the left, front, close, front, plie, passe, side, side, plie, passe, back, 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 plie, passe, side, 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 passe. So now we're going to do sardi en susu, fondue to the front, stay out, in, fondue to the side, stay out, in, fondue to the back, stay out, in, brush front, out, double rond, close, fondue to the back, stay out, in, fondue to the side, stay out, in, fondue to the front, stay out, back, fondue over, double rond, left side, fondue front, in, fondue side, in, out, fondue back, brush, fondue side, double, back, in, brush, rond. All right. last one, I know this was short, but just grand bat mas, susu, grand bat ma front, close, front, front, coup de pied, out, side, 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 coup de pied, out, back, 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 out, side, 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 left, front, 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 coup de pied, out, side, 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 coup de pied, out, back, 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 coup de pied, out, side, 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 stationary. So, I know that was quick, but I hope if anyone joined me for that, I hope that was beneficial. But I did want to talk, just like chat a little bit. So, I wanted to come on here and talk about the transition from pre-professional to trainee to studio company, because not a lot of people talk about it, and it's a lot more, I'd say it's different than what you'd think it would be. So I started, I spent 2 years at Colorado Ballet as a pre-professional, and with that you dance like 25 to 30 hours a week, depending on your rehearsal schedule and things like that. Before that, I was at a studio, and it was technically a pre-professional program. I started homeschooling after 7th grade, so I could start taking classes at 1 o'clock, and then I'd be at the studio until 9, and we'd rehearse for our productions, point classes, jazz classes, and all that stuff. But up here in Denver at Colorado Ballet, we did, you would go from 9:30 in the morning to like 3 or 4:30 in the afternoon, and we would do yoga and Pilates and you know, technique classes, character, different things. And then also after that, after 3 o'clock or 4:30, we would go on and rehearse YAGP or like our end of year production. So Swan Lake, Giselle, they're doing Coppelia this year. But so in that, you're dancing a lot, and you're getting a lot of instruction and attention, and it's really great. It's a lot of dancing, but after I did my 2 years of pre-pro, me and one other girl were the first experiment for the trainee program at Colorado Ballet, and which was incredible. But we split our time between the company and pre-pro. So we were in more productions with them. In the academy, in pre-pro, you get to, some people they pick to do snow scene in Nutcracker. They pick about 8 girls every year. But as a trainee, we were snow, but we also did things in party scene. We were flowers, and we were in Sleeping Beauty and other things. So it was, we did a lot more. And so we would start our day most days with the company in company class, and then go into rehearsals. And then when the company would go on their lunch break, we would go back downstairs and go take our pre-pro class, so variations, character, rehearsal for something, point class. And then we would finish out our day most of the time with pre-pro, and then at 4:30 or 3 o'clock, whenever we ended, we usually would go back upstairs to another company rehearsal. And then after that, we would come back downstairs and do like YAGP rehearsals, so ensemble rehearsals, pas de deux rehearsals. Then once YAGP ended, we would go back down and work on our production at the end of the year. So it was Giselle, so we would work on the pas de deux, the variations, the character building. It was just a lot of dancing. So, you know, it takes a lot out of you, but it's so amazing being able to just dance all day, every day, you know, and I mean, that's the dream, it's what we want to do. But then going from that, so being, you know, essentially the top of a school, the top of the academy, then you go, your next step from there is to the bottom of a company. So it's a very big shift from going, you know, dancing so much and being everything, maybe being the lead or having more featured roles or not, but still dancing in the core and dancing all day, every day. Then you go into a studio company or a second company, and your second cast or maybe third cast for things, you're used we at least were used a lot in Nutcracker, a lot, which is incredible. I personally love Nutcracker just because it's so much dancing. But for other things, you do like second cast core, or some of the girls do you know, their first cast for a lot of things, but especially as like a first year studio company member, it's a lot less. So it takes a lot to maintain your technique and your stamina, which stamina is honestly the hardest thing because you're not out there dancing, you know, everything. You're doing one thing or you're not dancing at all. And it's kind of almost unavoidable that you're gonna lose some of your stamina, your energy. You gain it back during Nutcracker, but then it can go back down. Like this year, for instance, we did Peter Pan, and a lot of the studio company members were doing, some of my friends were doing rope pulling, so they were helping everyone fly, so like the rigging. A lot of us moved sets, so I was in charge of the fireplace. We were shadows, but I was also Liza the maid, so I, you know, would go on stage and clean things, but that's different. We were second cast for some of the core things, but obviously they're only going to do one cast because those of us who moved things, who helped with flying or helped with moving sets, we need to be confident in what we're doing because it's about the dancer's safety. But it all makes sense, and obviously, I mean, you know, we're the bottom bun on the sandwich. But it all kind of comes out to, like, you have to be thankful for what you're doing because someone else out there would die to be in the role you're in. Because even if it is less than what you used to do, or, you know, not as much, or not what you were expecting or anything, it's still work, you know, and everyone starts out this way. You know, those principals in, you know, whatever company you're in, odds are they were exactly where you were. maybe, you know, with a different company, but everyone starts from somewhere, and that's how you grow. But yeah, I thought I would talk about that because not a lot of people do. It's, you know, you don't dance as much, but it really, I think it is all really worth it in the end, because yeah. So I don't know. Does anybody want to ask any questions or anything? Yeah. Thank you for coming, everyone who did. I know it's maybe early where you are, or yeah, but okay, so my dream company honestly is Colorado Ballet, where I am. It's a smaller company, but it really is a family, and like seeing it from the academy point of view and then seeing it from like a more level point of view in studio company, it really is just one big family. And you know, everyone has their ups and downs, you know, but we all know each other pretty well, and you can really look at the company and see how many people have come from Colorado Ballet's studio company. Yeah. Oh, my Leo is from Delalo. They're one of my favorite Leo brands. They're from Italy, which is going through a lot right now, but I love their leotards so much. They all have a little, like, a flower on them. Yeah. Who at Colorado Ballet do I look up to? The dancer that I always looked up to in the company was Tracy Jones. She, from like the very first time I went and saw Colorado Ballet, was out there, and she was tall and had gorgeous legs and feet, and especially at the time, the company was very short. And so me, as someone who was tall at a pretty young age, I really admired her because she was out there and she was different from everyone else, and she stood out. Yeah, and she mentored me in the academy too, so it was like, yeah. Oh, can I spell the Delalo is Dellalo, I think. Yeah, Tracy is amazing. Yeah. Okay, so going to Colorado Ballet Academy, depending on, so where I was at, we didn't do quite as much like point work. We did 30 minutes at the end of class, but that was honestly my biggest shift going from my studio to Colorado Ballet Academy. But really, I don't know, just show that you want to be there, and that just show your confidence. And even if, it's something I had to do, fake your confidence, it really does honestly, work. And that was something that I was told as a trainee. One of the ballet mistresses told me, just fake it till you make it, because everyone goes through that situation. If you're feeling down, or you're feeling small compared to everyone else, just get out there and take up space. And yeah, and Erica really likes that. She's the director of the academy, so yeah. Are there any other questions? Well, all right. So thank you everyone for coming. And oh, how did I find the CD? So Tracy and Fran, they're both dancers in the company, came down to my old studio to teach like it was like a spring intensive, and they taught class. But I had been taking privates with Tracy for a little bit. But so that really like drew me there. They told me to come up to the building in Denver, to Colorado Ballet, and to do privates there with them. And I started doing them up there, and they had the old director at the time, Valerie. They had her come in and kind of audition me. I didn't know at the time that I was being auditioned, but yeah. So they kind of they told me about it. But Colorado Ballet they have a great summer intensive, and they draw a lot of dancers from there for their pre-professional program or their academy. Yeah. All right. Well, if yeah. So, I am not going anywhere this summer because we don't know when our company season is going to start. And especially with everything happening with, the coronavirus, everything is really, up in the air right now. But yeah, I don't want to, risk going to starting an intensive and then, having to leave halfway through or not being able to go and, losing money and things like that when, the company could start, early July or, whenever. So, yeah. All right. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming. Thank you, Aurora Skirts. This has been the first entry for Ballet in the Times of Corona, and I hope everyone liked it. Bye.